Hi, I'm Sarah, and welcome to Adventures of a Divorced Mom. Today, I would like to talk about something that's really been frustrating me, and it's advice that's given in the form of let it go, just deal with it, don't be petty, rise above it, take the higher road, be mature. All this advice that's given to moms who are going through divorce. Basically, I wanted to make this video to say, stop it. Stop giving that advice to moms going through a divorce because, one, it's not really advice. It's not. So a mom comes to you and she's upset about something. She's going through a divorce and she's upset about something. And you say, well, just deal with it. Okay, great. How? How do you deal with it? How do you go from being upset or angry to dealing with it? There's a huge gap in between there. There's a huge gap between being upset about the fact that your son is spending time with your ex's girlfriend, or there's a huge gap between your husband or your ex-husband lying to you about something and then being okay with it. There's a huge gap in between the emotion and actually getting through. There's this huge gap. And just saying deal with it, or just saying, rise above it or take the higher road, that's not filling the gap. It's not enough to get a mom who's in pain, who's going through stress and anxiety and frustration and anger and all of these emotions. It is not enough for her to get from one side to the other. So, with that being said, I just want to take this time to speak to other moms who are going through a divorce. Yes, you are feeling intense emotions right now. Yes, you've probably found yourself acting mature or acting petty, or picking battles when you shouldn't have, or not taking the high road, or getting revenge, or being jealous, or whatever. Yes, but you know what? Those are all natural responses to the intense emotions that you're feeling. You cannot expect, and don't let anyone try to make it seem like you should be acting perfect during this extremely stressful ordeal. The other thing that I wanted to offer you is actual real advice. And that is actual things that you can do to get from the intense emotion to a place where you can actually be mature and actually start taking the high road. And I guess the first piece of advice is to take baby steps, to take small steps. So for instance, the whole reason why I had this idea for this video was because a mom posted in a support group that I'm in that her son wanted to talk to his dad's girlfriend, and she got upset about that and just hung up. Because I guess they were on the phone. I'm not sure exactly what was going on, but she just hung up the phone. And so my advice to her is, well, the first piece of advice, to take baby steps. So how do you take baby steps? Well, in this situation, a baby step could be the next time that your son or your child asks to speak to your ex's girlfriend, instead of just hanging up the phone, you can take a baby step and say, no, not at this time. We're going to do something else now. We just don't have time. And then leave it at that. Then, the next time, take another baby step. So the next baby step could be, if your child is old enough, which honestly, I'm not really sure what constitutes old enough, but you're the parent, so you probably know. So in age-appropriate language, try to explain the situation. My advice to her was to explain that visitation is a special time between the child and the father. It's a special time that should not be interrupted by a girlfriend or by football or by anything else. So don't make it just about the girlfriend, make it about visitation. So that's the next step. From there, you can start getting closer and closer to accepting, because that's what this is all about. You cannot force acceptance of anything, especially acceptance of a new woman in your child's life. That is To me, that's been the hardest thing to deal with. And the response that this woman got in the Facebook group was, deal with it. Just deal with it. Don't be petty. Rise above it. Take the high road. Well, that's all well and good for someone who's not feeling those emotions right now. But when you're in the thick of it, when you're feeling intense emotions, it's almost impossible to take the high road. All you can do is take baby steps. That's all you can do. That's all your responsibility is. Your only responsibility is to take baby steps toward healing. That's it. So don't let anyone try to tell you or try to force you to accept something. Don't let anyone try to force you to just forget about your feelings and push your feelings aside. Yes, we need to make sure that our children are taken care of during a divorce. Yes, we need to make sure we do not make them endure any more pain. But if you, the mom, are going through pain yourself and you're having a hard time dealing with it, you're not going to be able to carry your child through the divorce too. So while we need to be cognizant of our children and help them through divorce, we also need to help ourselves. And advice like don't be petty or let it go, it stunts that process and it makes moms feel like their feelings don't matter. And when a mom and when anybody feels like their feelings don't matter, they can't get through the healing process. So to sum up, because this has gone a little bit longer than expected, but I'm really, really passionate about this topic. To sum up, if you have someone who's going through a divorce in your life, a loved one, please, please, please do not just say, we'll just deal with it, or, don't be petty or take the high road. And if you do say those things, please, please, please follow it up with actual tools or advice on how they can actually deal with it, on how they can actually, get through it, or how they can actually not be petty, or what they could do differently next time. Acknowledge her feelings. Acknowledge the fact that she is in pain. And at the very least, if you don't have any ideas on how to help her just deal with it or how to help her not be petty, then just don't say anything at all. Just be there as a good friend, just to lend an ear. You don't have to, give advice. And especially don't give advice if it's bad advice. And in conclusion, again, if you're a mom going through a divorce, I want to take this time now to let you know that your feelings matter. You are having intense emotions and you are going to react to those. Sometimes you can control it, sometimes you can catch yourself, and other times you can't. And the most that you can do is just try your best every single day. If you try your best every single day, if you're honest with yourself, and if you forgive yourself for any shortcomings, any mistakes that you make, those 3 things are all you need to get through your divorce and to get past your pain. So take baby steps, forgive yourself, and be honest with yourself. And that's it. That's all you need. So I really hope that this video helped you. Like I said, it's just a really frustrating thing to see all the time. This really bad advice that's going around. So I hope you'll join me next time for another episode of Adventures of a Divorced Mom. If you have any ideas, anything you want me to talk about, just comment down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Okay, well, have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.